Everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Monday, December 12th, 2016. This week begins with Jupiter Hell, the game that came into being because its predecessor, Doom RL, was hit with a DMCA takedown by Bethesda. The good news is its Kickstarter has been fully funded, so look forward to its release with the current release window of November 2017. There is a leak of Stardew Valley's trophy list for PS4, which also indicates a Vita version is on its way. Still waiting for official multiplayer support for the PC version. There is some terrible news that Final Fantasy 15 is not supported on some TVs and is causing it to not display properly. Some have minor issues, while others have large portions of the screen not available to them. Square Enix says that they will have a fix for this later in the month. No, hurry up on that. And Ubisoft is asking players to come to the studio for serious game talk over The Division. It's adults only because it's super serious. And then Hideo Kojima says the game engine Decima, which his studio will be using for Death Stranding, says that they took the engine, turned it into a rocket, which would then get them to Mars, or possibly even Jupiter. Mr. Kojima, I have the utmost respect for you, but I don't think that's how game engines work at all. Moving on to release announcements, beginning with the delay of the DLC for Watch Dogs 2, because the game needs to be further patched. This is much better than Warner Brothers' attitude when it comes to DLC and patches, which I think goes along the lines of something like, fuck it. The Last of Us has had a patch for its PS4 Pro support, and Digital Foundry says that its performance has gotten much better. Also getting its PS4 Pro support patched is World of Final Fantasy, which hopes to fix an issue with blurriness while using a 1080p monitor. Two beloved characters from the Tekken franchise, Kuma and Panda, are going to be part of Tekken 7 when it launches next year. An update to Dota 2 has brought the Monkey King, the game's first character who didn't originate from Dota 1, along with new talents, HUD changes, and an entire list can be found through a link in the description down below, as well as links for sources for all of today's stories. Tomorrow, all owners of Battlefield 1 will get a free map as part of an update, which also brings that goofy and awesome crossbow grenade launcher. Let's keep on hauling with the updates, and that is a pun for American Truck Simulator. It has officially rolled out its rescale of the game, going from 1 to 35 to 1 to 20. This translates to the game being about 40% bigger. Our final update is for Xbox One, which now has Oculus Rift media streaming support. Moving on to The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. It has a release date of January 3rd on Steam and may just be coming to the Nintendo Switch. In other Nintendo news, Super Mario Run will release on December 15th and will have the price of $9.99 US or your regional equivalent. Finally, for teasers, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is going to be free for 5 days, starting on the 15th of December and ending on the 20th, but it's only available for Xbox One and PS4. More Pokemon have been added to Pokemon Go, but not as many as you'd think. Find out how many coming up next on News Cartridge. Today's top story is about Pokemon Go, and as a rather unexpected turn of events, some Pokemon from Gold and Silver have made their way into Pokemon Go. Specifically, the 6 baby Pokemon Magby, Elekid, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Pichu, and Smoochum, and they can only be obtained through hatching an egg. And then for the holiday, there's a chance of getting a Pikachu with a Santa hat. Now, what's really interesting about this update is not only was I convinced that Pokemon from Gold and Silver wouldn't release until this summer, but along with Ditto, these are arguably all the Pokemon necessary to begin breeding, which I think should roll out in the next update for Pokemon Go. When do you think that update will roll out? Well, let me know in the comment section down below. Next up, this one's kind of boring, but please hang on because it is really important. The company Crytek, the makers of games like the Crysis series, Rise, Son of Rome, and the makers of the Cry engine, have allegedly not paid their employees in months, supposedly all the way back until August. Some employees have been told that they would not be paid for the month of October until now in December. This is not the first time Crytek has had financial issues either. A similar incident occurred back in 2014, just after the cancellation of Rise, Son of Rome's sequel. We could be possibly seeing the end of Crytek as we know it, and Kotaku reached out to them for a statement, but they have yet to respond. Stay tuned to News Cartridge for more on the future of Crytek games. In the quick spot is a heartfelt story just in time for the holiday. A video went viral over the weekend on YouTube showing Best Buy employees giving a Wii U to a young customer who is there every day just to play video games. The video is kind of awkward as the kid is in disbelief that people could be so nice to him. If you want to view it for yourself, which I recommend you should, there's a link to it in the description down below. Finally, today we have a two-part story, both about Twitch TV. So let's start with a boring one, being Twitch is developing a new type of chat moderator bot called AutoMod. Right now, it's pretty easy to get around the list of banned phrases, but this should be able to detect different methods of getting around the current filter. So then we have the more interesting one, so far as I think anyway, and the one I would like to hear your thoughts on after you hear this story. So there's a streamer by the name of Bafan, who is currently speedrunning the game Baten Kaitos, an RPG for GameCube. The game contains an item that levels up over time played. In order to 100% the game, as he was intending, 260 hours have to be spent playing. So what does one do to wait out 260 hours? Sleep! Bafan was baffled when he received a 24-hour ban for sleeping on stream, classified as non-gaming content. He had a gameplay screen up, but he was obviously sleeping through his webcam. Now, the thing that I have a problem with is the absolute inconsistency with how rules are applied on Twitch. Now, I like Twitch, but I'm also very critical of them. Recently, Total Biscuit, one of my favorite YouTubers and games critic, ran this stream of a fish tank for 6 hours and did not get banned. Well, the clear difference has absolutely nothing to do with one being a Twitch partner and the other isn't. No. Bafans is obviously not gaming content because he wasn't paying attention to his chat, and Total Biscuits is gaming content because, well, they're fish. It's not always gigahertz and teraflops, sometimes it's tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Guardians of Ember, Granado Espada, Mountain Trap, The Manor of Memories, Drive, The Little Acre, The Butterfly Sign, and Passage 4. For PlayStation 4, Drive, Wild Guns Reloaded, Trove, I Expect You to Die, The Little Acre, Bridge Constructor, Feist, Her Majesty's Spiffing, and Stardew Valley. For Xbox One, The Little Acre. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And why is my algorithm teacher so fat? Because he's always minimizing his runtime.